let's go ahead and get this insanity started, shall we? Hello guys, Interactamon here, and welcome back, Raptor Pack. Hello, my little hivelings, how you gorgeous people doing today? I'm actually not that tired for once. Hey, V, Brian, how you doing? Thank you for the lurk, man. But yeah, how are you guys doing? I will say I kind of dropped off the face of the earth yesterday because I had a migraine of all migraines. Oh, I spent 90% of yesterday asleep. Spent 10%, or actually no, about to say 10% eating. Spent the remaining 10% that I was awake either eating or drinking water and taking my medicine. Yeah, it was... I haven't had a migraine that bad in a while. But I did get a few things done. Keep in mind I worked while I ate, for the most part. Managed to get a couple messages sent out, got a few... I did not get many messages sent out, I'll admit. But, I know that some of the ones I got back, I'm confused on. It's like, okay, that makes no sense, but I'll wait. I'll wait for an explanation. Hopefully I get one. But anywho. So, but yeah, yesterday I just had the migraine of all migraines. I even took a painkiller. For those that do not know, if I am seeking out a... pets. Pets for the chillet. Both in real life and on stream. I appreciate the pets. Oh no, I actually closed my eyes. I can't see. Hold on. Oh, yeah. For anyone also not in the know, I've been dealing with some medical issues over the last week. Guess who doesn't have a doctor so she can go and talk to him and be like, hey, here's everything that's wrong, help me. Go figure. My body's like, oh, we don't have a doctor that we can go to anymore? Time to fall apart. Oh yeah, we're still struggling to find a doctor. Because for those not in the know, ours retired. At the end of June. We've been, at the very least, we had a heads up, from another patient. We didn't get the letter. Did we ever get the letter?
Yeah, we got the letter.
We did? Okay. I didn't remember getting the letter, but we got a heads up from another patient that, that she lives in our neighborhood. And, she and I talk. She's known as the corgi lady. Because she has corgis. They're so cute. I need to come over more for dog therapy. Well, quote-unquote dog therapy. It's literally just an excuse for me to go, oh, pet the doggy. Or doggies, in this case. Because she did have 3. One, unfortunately, passed away. Relatively recently. But she still has the other 2. I can go pet them. But yeah, I've been struggling with some, medical issues. One of which, unfortunately, is related to my diabetes. Yeah, I've been feeling kind of crappy, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take my blood sugar, see what it is. I took it in the morning. I took it yesterday morning. I took it this morning. Because, yeah, yesterday morning, what little, like I said, I spent 90% of it, like, asleep. Not consecutively, mind you. But still, the time I was awake, like I said, I took my medicine, and some of my medicine I have to take in the morning. But I decided to check my blood sugar after fasting. And after fasting, so basically you finish eating for the day, And in the morning, that is considered fasting. You have to take your blood sugar before you eat anything. The range for morning blood sugar is 80 to 130. That is the healthy range for a diabetic. For the longest time, up until recently, I think literally this month, up until recently, my blood sugar is usually like in the 108. It's usually under 110. Sometimes it'll go up to like 115. And it's like, okay, I need to, you know, figure things out. But my metformin's working. So my metformin's not working? Well, there's two sides of that one. One, my blood sugar yesterday and this morning, I took it again this morning thinking, okay, well, I did kind of have a sugary treat on Saturday. Maybe that's the reason. No. Apparently, I could still just be fucked up from the steroid shot, but my blood sugar yesterday was 126. Today it was 125. The upper range for a healthy blood sugar is 130. I am way too close to that. That's not good. Obviously no shit, but still, very much not good. So, I'm like, okay. What other things I've noticed that could potentially lead to this issue with my blood sugar? Hi, Akane. How are you doing? I have been keeping track of... How do I say this without being gross? We'll call them movements. I've been keeping track of certain biological movements. And I've been noticing, wait a minute, my pills aren't dissolving. The acid in my stomach, and I also notice, oh, I'm not getting acid reflux as much anymore. I haven't gotten acid reflux since May. Turns out that's a bad thing. Because my stomach is not digesting my pills. Specifically, it's not digesting my metformin. Metformin is supposed to help diabetics with their blood sugar levels. So, I at least have an idea of why my blood sugar seems a little out of control. Hey, you cannot get on to me on this. I don't know why the acidity of my gullet is going down, but foods that I know in the past have caused acid reflux, I'm starting to consume again. Why? If I start getting acid reflux, that means my stomach is too acidic. If I start getting acid reflux, that means I should be able to start digesting my pills correctly. And then my metformin problem will go away. And hopefully so will all this sudden weight gain. I was flirting with 250, and I had gotten under 250. Around the time that I noticed, oh, that's not digesting, I started gaining weight again. I hadn't changed my diet, and I started gaining weight again. Like, shit. So, yeah. So that's, update on the medical front. And hopefully we'll be able to find a doctor soon, because this is scaring me. And there's also a couple other issues, but that's probably equally as worrying and gross. So I'm gonna leave them there. Just know, if they happen again, I'm gonna have to take some iron supplements, because this is ridiculous. Well, why am I falling apart when we don't have a doctor? What good is insurance if you don't have a doctor to use it with? But anywho, so I thought I'd give you guys that little update. Yeah, if I seem off, it's probably my blood sugar. Speaking of, I probably should check my blood sugar again today to see how my food is messing with me. originally my doctor's like, okay, your blood, my blood sugar was well under control. I went down from 6.7 all the way down to 6.0. For those that don't know about blood sugar, that's tremendous. 6.5 is your diabetic. Anything above 6.5 is diabetic. I managed to get back down to pre-diabetic. I still have diabetes. I'm still underneath that, but... So, yeah. She's like, okay, your stuff is well under control. You only have to take it every now and then. So I very much started just doing okay, I take it every now and then. And she was happy. I was happy, which means I didn't, basically she's like, oh, just every now and then, which means I didn't have to stab my finger every day. Hi, Goldie. But yeah, so I was happy that I didn't have to stab my finger every day because it was starting to hurt. And I was having to do it on my right hand because, well, that was easier. It was easier to do it on my right hand. Weirdly enough, I can stab with my left. I cannot stab with my right. Go figure. But anywho, my right hand shakes too much, and I tear open the finger. It's not fun. But so I'm gonna start taking my blood sugar a lot more, from at least until I get a doctor, so I can see what the hell's going on. But I'm gonna be, like I said, I'm gonna be taking it a second time. I need to take it about two-ish hours after I finish eating. So, oh yeah, I made, and I know this is gonna sound nutty. I made pasta salad, which the recipe, I changed it up a little bit. It's one small box of rainbow rotini, a can of kidney beans, a can of corn, just kind of to fill it out. Did you put in a half onion or a whole onion this time? Husbando. Oi! Damn, he is in it. Wow, you really were in it. Did you put in a whole onion or half an onion?
Whole onion.
Whole onion, okay. I remember seeing half the onion. But put in a whole onion. Put in a entire little container of cherry tomatoes. Put in a whole bell pepper. And also put in a whole bag of fresh green beans. Not canned, fresh green beans. Oh my gosh, fresh green beans are the bomb. They're so good. And we cooked them according to instructions. We cooked them up. You can start now, so I may be here and there this week. Okay. But yeah, we cooked them. Didn't cook them long. Just long enough to, get them to be a little greener. And dump them into the pasta as well. Like, oh my gosh, there's so much plant matter in this pasta. What else did we throw in there? I'll get to the meat in a moment. But is that everything we threw in there?
Corn, beans, onion, pepper,
green bean, tomato.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we threw, like I said, we threw in cherry tomatoes, whole cherry tomatoes. We didn't cut them up. Which was a good idea. Because the last tomato I put in the fridge that was cut up, because I was eating fresh mozzarella. Fresh mozzarella. Tomato and basil. I was eating that. As a healthy snack. The last slice of tomato went bad. I don't know how mold got a hold of it that quick, but it did. So unfortunately, I had to throw out the last slice of tomato. I'm sad. But with the whole tomatoes, they don't go as fast. So we put in the whole tomato. And for the meat, this time, instead of doing kielbasa, it's okay. It's okay. We have another tomato, and I'm pretty much just gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll figure it out. I'll eat it faster. Or I'll eat the tomato faster at the very least. But for the meat, normally I use Polish kielbasa. It's heavily processed, obviously, because it's basically a sausage. But this time, instead of doing the Polish kielbasa, I baked some chicken breasts. Put some nice little olive oil, put some Italian seasoning, since the dressing we were going to use is also Italian seasoning. Or Italian dressing. It's got less the one we do is got less preservatives. There's still preservatives because we use a pack for the seasoning. But we have the water, the apple cider vinegar, and the extra virgin olive oil. Which all of those last for freaking ever. One of these days, I might start making my own Italian seasoning, but we'll see. We will see. Oh yeah, Italian seasoning has a habit of causing acid reflux in me, so that might help me. I want to digest my pills. I want to be able to digest my medicine. I don't like seeing it come out the other end completely untouched. It's scary, because it also means that I'm not absorbing the medication. Part of me drinking some soda that has phosphoric acid in it. And caffeine. Anyway, but I cook some chicken breasts. I cook 4 chicken breasts in the oven with olive oil and Italian seasoning. And it's next time I do this, because the chicken's okay. The chicken's okay in this. I think what I'll do next time is I'm gonna marinate the chicken so it has more flavor. The flavor, it was definitely flavor. There was flavor. It was just too subtle for my liking. But the dressing does make up a little bit. So, admittedly, chopped it up. Some of it ended up getting shredded. Some of it actually was actually diced. And just dumped that into the pasta salad, like I said, instead of using kielbasa. It's okay. It's okay. Is it better than the kielbasa? Not really. Does it work as a protein source that is not processed? Yes. I'm thinking next time, instead of using the rotini, though, I might use lentils. Apparently, keeping in mind, take it with a grain of salt. Apparently, there's this health guru that says, hey, yo, if you still want your white rice, add in some lentils and quinoa. It won't change the taste much, but you'll get more fiber and you'll get more, protein. Oh, God. Anyway. So I might try lentils. I'm not the biggest fan of quinoa. I've had it before. I'm not a fan. I don't like the texture. That, or it wasn't cooked correctly. It was too crunchy. I like my grains soft. Unless I'm eating chips or toast. I haven't had toast in a really long time. But I'm kind of meh. Kind of meh to toast. Whoop. Gonna mute now, gotta click in. Alright, be safe, be careful. May your work go well. May it not be stressful for once. Oh, yeah, B, how is your work going? Yeah, so. I can at least hope and pray and put the vibes into the universe that your work won't be stressful today. Have low months, high, good months with... Oh, yeah, see, go in for training on Thursday. Cool. I remember you went in this past week. I couldn't recall if you had gone in more than once. That's so good to know. Well, I mean, that's kind of the thing with some mental illnesses is sometimes you have short periods. Sometimes you have long periods. You just gotta roll with the punches. It's just one of those things, Goldie. Believe me. Aye. So, needless to say, it feels weird suddenly seeking out, oh, just the one day, but I'll get him paid for the day in the training. Nice! Very, very nice. That's good. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. Just need to get direct deposit set up. Okay. They don't do checks? Well, then again, considering this day and age, I shouldn't be surprised. Thanks, COVID. What else? That felt like a bird. Wisely card? Can't say I know what a Wisely card. Did that before, I didn't like it. Ah, fair enough, because you gotta take it to the bank. We got another. Oh, I just decided to check Kickstarter while I'm thinking. We have another backer. I actually decided to look, see who it was. Because I could see the backers. I could see the name of the backers. I could see how much you guys have spent. I'm not gonna say who. Like I'm not sharing the information outside of this one backer, only because I talked to her recently. It makes me so excited, though. My Aunt Heidi, my mom's sister. Have to Google. What do you gotta Google? Anywho. But my Aunt Heidi is the newest backer. We're at 112%. We only have $900 to go before the next stretch goal. Oh, had to go to an ATM that would work with it and not charge me for pulling money out, and I could only pull out increments of 20. Oof. Lucky? Oh, you know what's kind of crazy? Keeping in mind, well, okay, I'll clarify it this way: blood kin, not married kin, blood kin. Not doing that again. Felt that. Heidi is the first of my bloodkin family members to actually back the Kickstarter. She's the only one so far. Wisely like Cheerm? Huh? I'm confused. Excuse me. Yan. Ooh, actually seeing you don't have a skull gem reminds me. Let me move some stuff around on my desk real quick because I need to check something. A C follower count. I need the other one. Okay, awesome. Okay. I can finally redo the goal on Twitch, the subscriber goal on Twitch. I was waiting on a certain amount of gifted subs to expire before I put out the new goal. Which is why it hasn't, the subs thingy down there, that's the reason the tracker hasn't gone up. It's because it's only counting brand new subs. It's a bank card. Oh, Chime. You put RM. Don't give me that. So a Chime bank card. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, bank cards are a thing. Derp. It's how you spend your monies directly from your bank. But anywho. To what we're doing this week. Let me grab Discord real quick. Let me poke that. I know the husbando put out the schedule. Where are you? Here we are. Okay, so this week, here's the plan. Today and tomorrow, writing. Which right now I'm just planning on working on organizing my lore. because I still have to figure out the beast of burden for the farmers district. I'm looking at 2 species. Not sure which one I'm gonna go with, but I need to flesh them both out. One of them is, for lack of better phrasing, fleshier than the other. In terms of information, but that's because I use it in, well, RP settings. Normally call it a buffalo, but it is the Kalabawa. It's basically a buffalo on crack. And the tail is more fleshy. Instead of having like the little tail that's just used for swatting flies, it has like a fleshy tail. I've got to redesign the damn thing, but essentially that's it. The Kalabawa. So yeah, I'm going to be working on lore today and tomorrow. Thursday, I'm going to be working on animation. I almost got the animation done last Thursday. That was terrifying, and I ended up with a little bit of a headache afterward. But still, it is, I'm getting closer to having that animated. The quicker I get that done, the quicker I can put everything in Vegas Pro 22. I got an upgrade. Vegas Pro 22. Started working with it last night. Because I needed to edit some episodes. Because there were some things very wrong with some of the files. So I had to fix the files. Anywho, I'm learning Vegas Pro. It crashed, I think, like 3 or 4 times before I could finally get it to, you know, not do that. So Vegas Pro 14 is messing up because I kept trying to put the file in there, but it wouldn't show the video. It only took the audio from it for some reason. Then, so I had to throw it into Vegas Pro 22. And obviously had the crashing problem. Lots and lots of crashing. No me gusta. No me gusta mucho. Anywho. Oh yeah, I need to pop that out, don't I? Hold on. I need to grab the ads manager. I forgot about it. But I needs it. So that way I can keep track of ads. Come again. Why is it blank? I'm still on, right? I'm still streaming. What the hell? Why is the ad manager not working? Well, hold on. Am I missing something? Oh, Lord, lol. I am send vibes to your tick. Okay, I'm still live. Okay, okay. So, OBS is the way to go if I actually want to be able to see the Twitch ads manager, because for some reason my Twitch dashboard is fucked. Go fucking figure. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, right, the schedule this week. So, like I said, Thursday is going to be normal. Or at least attempting to be normal. This is going to be a normal stream, normal animation stream, about 3 to 4 hours, maybe 5, if I get distracted enough, or if I'm not tired. Friday will be a 12-hour stream. I'm going to start with Beacon Pines and go with Beacon Pines until my voice gives out. But yeah, I'll be doing Beacon Pines. I might not do it the whole time, but I'm definitely going to be doing it a good chunk of the time. That one obviously will start at noon and go to midnight. And then Saturday, I believe it was Marvel Rivals that won again. Let me check Discord. Hold on. Yeah, Marvel Rivals won the poll, so we're playing Marvel Rivals this Saturday. Yo, V, you available for that? Are ya? Are ya? All right. Boop that down. Should be. Okay. Whew. Okay. So, like I said, we're going to be working on lore. I'm basically going to be transcribing my sketchbook again into my lore book. And then just organizing my notes. We're going to do another 20 minutes writing, 10 minutes off. And doing 4 rounds of those. I should be able to make it through everything. I'm not exhausted like I was last week, but last week was, like I said earlier, it was a mixture of some unfortunate medical issues. Like I said, if it happens again, I'm going to take iron pills, but just know it was related to that. That's the reason I was so lethargic.
You're after mine?
Yes, Grekane?
Did you remember to take your medicine?
Yes, I did.
Go take it if you haven't.
I have indeed taken my medicine today. I took it around 10 o'clock, I think? Yeah.
You're after mine!
What is it, Grekane?
Did you remember to eat today?
Yes, I did.
If you didn't, go get food.
I'm actually eating the pasta salad that I talked about a little bit ago. I probably should get this off my desk. Do I have a spot I can put this?
You're after mine!
What is it, Grekane?
You need to drink some water!
I'm gonna drink my tea instead because I still gotta finish that. Oh, speaking of V, I believe, if I remember correctly, you asked if there were like any overly sweet brew teas from Cheeby tea. Creme brulee. That one. That is sweet. It is also the one I'm currently drinking. At least in my opinion, it is overly sweet. And if you like creme brulee, the dish, you'll probably like this tea. You're definitely gonna want to drink it warm. Definitely gonna want to drink it warm. I said warm, not scalding hot. And I never actually had. I think I might have had it once. And it was because we finally found a restaurant that actually had it. Or my mom did, I should say. Had to cave hugs because... I'm guessing a lot of construction work going on. Oh, behave, chat. It's my chat. You really that worried? But yeah, I will say with the creme brulee, it's okay if you overbrew it. It's not as bitter as other teas, kind of similar to the black mojito that I really like. It's not as bitter as other teas if you overbrew it. And by overbrew, I mean you leave the tea bag in and don't take it out until you get another round of hot water. Guess who does that all the time? I'm trying to drink the rest of this so I can move some stuff off my desk. Yeah. So it's one of the things, let's see, I tend to do that with tea too. Okay, good, I'm not alone. Excuse me, sniffles. But yeah, well, one of the, out of the teas that I really, really like, which again, the little chibi tea thing down there, each of those is the character from one of the teas I like. There's the peach black tea, which is the one on the left. The black mojito tea, which is my newest favorite. Both of those can handle being overbrewed or brewed for too long. Jasmine green tea, on the other hand, do not leave your tea bag in there. I do it anyway because I'm lazy. And I'm just like, oh, I'll be fine. This is fine, right? No. No. Don't overbrew. Overbrew. Oh, God. What Freudian slip was about to happen there? Do not overbrew the jasmine green tea. It's very... not quite bitter. It feels like it's dry. That's the only way I can describe it, is it feels dry when you drink it. I really have no other way to describe it. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't taste bad. It is, potent might not be the right word. It is a little bitter. It is a little bitter. But primarily, if you overbrew it, it's a dry tasting tea. It leaves your mouth feeling dry. I don't know why my mouth feels dry. I don't want to die. All right, there we go. I'm out of tea. I have drank all my tea. Now I gotta figure out where to put my soda. I got some caffeinated soda. So, chat, I need a decision from y'all. Let's see, I think I see 2 people active at least. So, do we go to the movie theater? Or do we go to the spaceship for writing today? One day I may set up a more official scene for writing, but for now, meh. Yeah, spaceship is where I do the art, or is my art scene. So that's one for spaceship. You know, I might actually demonstrate. Hold on. Let me demonstrate which one's which. So, first one, where I play my games, is the movie theater. It's an outdoor movie theater. And the other one is the spaceship. As you can see, I already have things set up. Oh no, I got it. Where's my VLC player? Where are you? I got to make you bigger. There we go. Little bit taller. Ha-ha! Ta-da! Oh yeah. Spaceship or a movie theater. And it is based, the movie theater is based on an outdoor movie theater. One where you drive-in theater, that's the word. It's drive-in theater. Also, okay, I was on Raptor. I was on Hydra Head Raptor for editing. Or not editing. For drive-in, don't see those much anymore. Yeah, I think there is one in this city somewhere. I know my husband has mentioned it. I think you've shown it to me as well.
What?
The drive-in theater.
There was one over in Athens, but I think it closed down.
Ah,
I think the theater is still there, but they closed down the drive-in portion.
sadness. Man, you know, that would have been really useful during COVID. Is the revival of drive-in theaters. Just bring your car. You don't got to worry about all that cross-contamination and sitting next to someone you don't like. You don't have to worry about sitting next to strangers. I have nowhere I could set up my sketchbook. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Am I actually not done? I am actually not done. Okay. So we are going to, once again, my desk of credit. Oh, by the way, the next batch of invites has been sent. for the book party or the book launch party. The ones that I just sent, with the exception of 2 of them, I have the DMs of everyone. So that way it's like, yo, if you want to come, you know, tell me through like Discord or text message. I already have one confirmation for someone that's coming. It's one of my old buddies from college, one of my teacher buddies. He used to come on here. I don't remember what he's up to. I think he might be doing a bunch of substitute teaching, but I'm not sure. Not sure. I know he went for his master's. I obviously did not. I'm done with college. And after the whole shenanigans that happened with my first attempt at a teaching job, they were gonna hire me as a long-term sub for a science class, and it was a $6,000 gig. It was basically a test run to see if I could actually pull it off, and that got ripped out from under me. They're like, oh yeah, you remember this? And I'm like, yes, sir. He's like, well, unfortunately, because of that, I cannot hire you. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Your teachers carry more dangerous stuff. And he's like, unfortunately, I can't do that. I'm like, okay, I understand. I understand. So I became full-time Twitch. Well, relatively full-time. Actually, that brings up an interesting question. Should I start working full-time hours? That's 40 hours a week. So if I do that in, we'll say 5 streams, each one is a little under 10. Each one's going to be under 10 hours. Oh, lordy. Oh, dear. Hon, I love you, but how the heck do you get all your hours in a week? Well, wait a minute. You work practically
5 8-hour days.
Where the hell am I getting to? Wow, I'm in overtime here. 5 8-hour days. What the hell? I was doing math perfectly fine earlier. Why am I screwing up now? I see the look in your eyes, but I'm not connecting the dots. Your pages are currently in Hebrew while I can only read English.
You're already doing way more than.
Am I?
Considering all the time that you are at your desk working on something.
Well, I mean exclusively Twitch. On the one hand, touche. On the other hand, with Twitch, I have recorded time. He's so quiet. I'm gonna bring the music back real quick. I'm using VLC player again. Let me bring the music back. This silence is killing me. No me gusta. I'm actually gonna turn that down in my headphones though. That's supposed to be down, not up. But anywho. Yeah, that is an interesting question. Is why in the world am I thinking 5 times 10 hours each? That's 50 hours. Jiminy cricket. I was doing math perfect earlier. I get on stream, suddenly my ability to do math is inhibited. This is shenanigans of the highest order. Alright, also having to readjust. Gotta recalibrate. But yeah, so on on a different note, I guess we're gonna settle here on the spaceship. By the way, I will redo the sub-goal thing, after stream today. So, on an unrelated note, oh, I just realized the Boba triplets here are reading with me. So, obviously I still don't have all the spirits from here. This is the newest one, called Simmer Stew. For some reason, he's related to the teapot. But, basically, he's a spirit that settled into a cooking pot. I just realized if I were to have a spirit in the house, this one would probably be it. Because I have a fudge pot. It is generally well, I can't say generally only used for fudge, but it is used for making fudge. And it looks very similar to this. See, only a pot that is well loved and is cooked over 100 meals is suitable place for the spirit to inhabit. Yep. Yep. Alright. So this is the one I'm gonna go after now, which is the reason I have the boba tea fish out. So, pairs well with boba. That's the boba spirit. Perfect as a late night snack, so that means we gotta do night. Oh yeah, by the way, the beach update. The beach update is amazing. I love it. Oh my gosh, I would love to live here. Oh, also, while I'm thinking about it and talking about Spirit City, we are getting there's another DLC. There's another DLC in the works. This time, it's called All Aboard. So, it's travel themed. And basically, it's another whole section. Kind of like the kitchen. It is going to be, I think they said a train for this one. Here's sizzling. I cannot actually hear that. And then cook quickly in a pan. Okay. Cooking. There we go. And this is the one we're going after. They're reading the recipe book. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Alrighty, so I'm gonna set that there. And be curious as to why that's been there this entire time. Now I have to get everything back. Bless. Whoa, wrong thing. Picture in picture. Now I gotta get all the chats back. I can kick out of that. Oh. Alrighty. And then bring up the VLC player. Okay, yeah, you guys can see that. Okay. Alright, I got my thing set up. Okay, so I didn't get to the eggs yet. Alrighty. So, everyone that wants to work alongside, you're more than welcome to. If you just kind of want to vibe to the music and just, you know, watch the screen, your choice. But yeah, this is entertainment, right? This is not in gaming. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're good. Yeah, if you, like I said, if you want to work on a project, you're more than welcome to. Just doing a writing session. In my case, I'm doing transcribing. So, starting in 3, 2. We'll worry about ads later. I'll go ahead and push ads. 1. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna have to set it up like this. We'll work with this. I will work with this. Oh, this would actually be a good example of two species being symbiotic. Because, yeah, the plant technically feeds on the raptor. But it's still symbiotic, it's not parasitic, because the plants feed off the raptor, but the raptor uses the plants to attract prey. Alright, that is the raptor page transcribed. Next is the ray. Hello, everyone. So, I forgot an interesting fact about the Hydra head raptors, which, by the way, the subscribers, y'all, when I say hive, basically, you guys are Hydra head raptors. So you go from being normal raptors, like the raptor pack, into the hive raptor. So, I need to draw that and animate that. They're scary. But it's a little fact that I forgot about them is they grow a plant on, they have this armor plate that rests on their shoulders. Like it's a solid plate. And a plant will grow on that plate. The plant feeds off the raptor and gets plenty of sun, gets water, blah, 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 blah. The raptor benefits from this because it can camouflage itself with these plants that grow on the back or grows on this plate. And they can not only use it as camouflage, they can also use it to attract prey. So they just basically can kind of hunker down in a spot amongst other grass. And once the prey gets close enough, chop! Prey goes down. Because that is the shortest way to the critter's throat. Guaranteed exposed. kind of move that cursor. Currently working on the rig. Just finished up the transcription of the raptor. Okay, there it is. No wonder Pancake likes Starscream. So I do have a nickname, sorta, for these guys. Kind of similar how the Aculi are the scorpions of the Hydra head, the brooders are the muscle of the Hydra heads. Well, I think I have one for the Death Lady. Anyway, but stuff like that. The Rays are known as the Sky Patrol of the Hydra heads. And yes, my book's Kickstarter. We got 17 days left. We're at 112%. The next stretch goal is at 2,300, so we're about $900 away from that. I need to do some research into bats. Prehensile. So rays have... Okay, so back then I didn't know this word, but now I do. Rays have prehensile tails. Basically, it acts like an arm or a hand. Well, yeah, no, it acts like an arm. I'm gonna say tear soft prey apart, because having fangs that drink blood is Oh, wait a minute. It's not, the fangs aren't straws. They're just there to pierce so they can go with the blood. I don't know why I did that, but here we are. Oh, that was quick. The rays have had a little bit of a redesign. Again, I need to go in and research some bats. Bats, and then I think stingrays might be my best bet. Did I write location down? I did not. Alright, that's everything for that one. The Hydra Eternal is next, known as the Widower. You know what? That is now going to be the commander name. That's technically egg related. I made the Hydra heads terrifying as a kid. East eats. Oh, shoot! Really? Immediate food source. The Hydra Tri is one of the few Hydra heads that doesn't produce an egg. Huh. God, that's gonna be fun to write. She says, knowing very well it's not. You know, seeing all of this makes me realize, oh good lord, book 2's about to be huge. Alright. Alright, just finished another one. How long do I have? 3 minutes? Okay, not bad. Just finished another one. On to the Blood Beast. You okay in there? Her glasses. Why did I give every single one of these a different color blood? What in the world? Okay, I made the Blood Beast a lot more hardcore than I remember. Grief. Okay, time for a pause. Whew. I almost got all the way through the Blood Beast. Holy cow. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, almost 4. We'll say a total of 3, though. Since it was just a little bit on Raptors and I got most of the Blood Beast finished. Let's see. I gotta go digging. Alright, open file location. Thank you! Alright. So I can go ahead and move. So let me put it to the side. Yes. So I'm gonna scooch back. Page down. And then just add the reference page. For each one of these. Okay, definitely gonna have to redo some stuff. Oh, good grief. Then again, a lot of the information that is given is from the human perspective. So if they have anything that's wrong, I can just flat out say, they don't know, they're not Hydra heads. Book 2, however, has to be perfect. It 100% has to be perfect with the Hydra head. No, even the slightest bit. No. Zippo nunca nunk. It is not allowed to be inaccurate in the frickin' slightest. Well, it can't be, because this is essentially not quite Dead Man's Chest level of setup, but it's very much just the Hydra head focused book. Alright, do I have that? Okay. What is next? The Hydra Trier next. Okay, I can actually go ahead and move. Where is the Hydra Tri? Well, what I did after that particular stream is I went in and I made a little mini doc for each Hydra head species, including the 3 that are created much later and are inspired. At least one of them is inspired by someone both me and B know. Alright, so it's Hydra Tri, next one is Rydrone. I might as well just organize these. Next one is Rydrone. So like I have a design for the Arbol Jockey, for example. I've got him. I have Small Fry and the Mouth Brooder. I don't have the actual art for the either of those though. I have examples, I have ideas, but I haven't actually drawn them. And then there's the Terra Tanks, which are basically think of a giant snapping turtle, but is hollowed out in such a way it can act as a troop transport. Okay, next one's Ghost Viper. Ghost Vipers are sad. You can blame my sisters for the fact that they exist. Next is Centaurian. Next is Keen. Is this the Nogites? This is the Nogites. Okay, that's hybrid. Then the High Dragons. There you are. Basically, I'm just putting these in order to make it easier for me to get to them. Jowl Pisces. Oh, the next one's Leader after that. And then Leader. Oh. Oh. Very uh-oh. Where are the other pages are at the back of my sketchbook, aren't they? Yep, they're at the back. Okay. Well, I got plenty to work on. Plenty to work on. Now that that's all set up. Alright, so. How are you guys doing? Y'all doing well? Y'all hanging in there? I think I might there. Okay, so the scene I'm writing for 1.3, Yusuke 2, Haven's Last Warlord. The scene I've written currently has a blue bovine as the odd beast of burden, but I may change that over. Well, no. I may not change it. I may not do that. I may keep that one. I may keep that. And then have the Kawabala. Is it Kalabawa or is it Kawabala? I have it in this sketchbook, so let me look. That's bovine, those are the sheep. That's the bark deer, meat skink. Kalabawa. Or Kalaba. Okay. Why do I have these in the barren land? They're covered in fur. I have their tails act like the rings of a tree. Well then. Oh my gosh, I need to do research on buffalo. Buffalo and vultures, apparently, because the Kalabawa has a gizzard. What? I created most of these things in, like, high school. Oh, gosh. A lot of these look really cool from the side, but now I've got to draw them all. I have to do reference pages for everyone. This is gonna be a nightmare. Nightmare and a half, I tell you. But I've only done it to myself. Ah, well. Also, something I will apologize is because something I've been thinking about lately with this, especially with this past week, with me complaining about the past. Man, howdy, after listening to y'all talk about y'all's past, is like, damn, I had a good in comparison. What the hell am I complaining for? Yes, I'm about to say before my husband gets on to me, yes, I know suffering is relative. But still, I feel bad. It's like, yeah, compared to some of y'all, damn, howdy, I had it good. Still got the drama. In comparison, I still had it good. It's amazing what talking with others and learning their stories does for your perspective. All that said, we have like 20 seconds before the next sprint, though. And now that I have this in relative order, just because 3 is above 2 doesn't make 3 any smaller of a number. Blah. Love you, dear. Admittedly, he is the one that reminded me that pain is relative. Alright, back to writing. Or transcribing. I did not know how to spell shield back then. Okay, I definitely gotta change that up. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Alright, on to the Hydra Try. I might do the plural for that as Hydrotrine. Known as the gentle giants of the Hydra heads. Because they really are. They really are. The Hydrotrine are very, very peaceful. Basically, trying to fight a Hydra try is like trying to kick a puppy. That's kind of the equivalent here of how peaceful these guys are. Oh my gosh. I forgot I wrote that. These poor babies. They will, if they taste blood, they will get sick. Truly gentle giants through and through. Oh, they have spines on the back of their heads, too. Oh yeah, the short one has a poisonous bite because of the trufa. Go figure. The short one's the dangerous one. They gain their color as they age. They're like seeds. they sprout. Oh my gosh. So, for those of you that haven't done any gardening or haven't looked at all into plants, so when you plant a seed, as it grows, the first thing that comes out is this white stalk. These white little roots. What? The roots generally, from what I have seen, they kind of stay white for a bit. And then you have another little tendril that goes up to the surface, and eventually that turns green. The Hydrotriae are just like that. The babies are an off-white color, and as they grow, they gain their green hue. That's adorable. That is absolutely freaking adorable. All right, high school me, you did a good job on that one. Sometimes I can give her credit. Sometimes I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Or was wrong with you? And then I remember, oh, yeah, it's what's wrong with me now. All right, on to the ride drone. I break so many English rules. So many English rules. Because some of these are like, oh, look at all the ride drone. It's like moose. Look at all the moose. I guarantee. Well, my proofreader didn't necessarily have a conniption. He's like, hey, normally this is how it would be pluralized. You want to try and do it this way? My proofreader was amazing. He also does copy editing, so I'm going to be hiring him to do copy editing for the next book. I just need a developmental editor now. The commander's called Pooba. Okay, I'm changing its blood color, but I'm putting down everything from the sketchbook first. Needs to be taller. It's 5 feet is not tall enough for these things. Well, then again, I'll look up rhinoceroses, see how tall they are. Kind of like a rhino, it has natural armor, but the armor here is thicker and more chitinous. Unlike, well, I'm about to say similar to the hippo and the rhino, rhydrone are herbivores. Does not mean they won't cross your name off the census, though. For those of you who got that reference, I am proud of you. For those of you who didn't, just think about it and it'll be funny. Apparently, I also need to look up a couple birds. Because rhydrone have beaks. Oh yeah, that's right! The rhydrone is a combination of Triceratops and Rhinoceros. I was wondering where this head design came from. I'm like, I know there was a reason for this. Okay, and that's the rhydrone done. A lot of these are definitely going to get heavily retooled. Ugh, excuse me. Let's see. So, interesting thing with the Ghost Viper, it is the only Hydra head that is never naturally born. Ghost Vipers are created when a Hydra head burns to death. Or at least that's how it was originally created. So if a Hydra head burns to death or their corpse is burned, with the skull gem intact, might I add. If both of those, well, if those conditions are met, a Ghost Viper is created. Ghost Vipers that are created from a Hydra head that was burned alive are very, very angry and are more likely to burn others. Ghost Vipers that were created basically via a pyre, they're still a bit angry, but nowhere near as aggressive and harmful as the live, I guess you could call them live burned. Oh god, that's morbid. But the live burned are the most aggressive fuckers. New victims form depends on the hydra head that died. So if you're if a small ghost viper bites you, you're gonna be more than likely you're gonna be one of the smaller species of hydra head. If a big one bites you, you're gonna be a big one. The size of a ghost viper depends on the hydra head that was burned. Not necessarily, well, I was about to say not necessarily died. Sometimes they're already dead. But the one that was burned, that determines the size of the ghost viper. Ghost viper is also one of the more fantastical in terms of, like, fantasy. Is one of the more fantastical hydra heads. I think I did draw a consolidated version of a ghost viper. So if it doesn't go for, or if it goes for a long time without biting anyone, it consolidates into something that looks kind of like a viper. But that, I think, was just an off-the-wall concept I had a long time ago. Okay, this is a good thing to note. Ghost vipers, hold on. I might be able to get this. Got it. So, act almost. 2 notes! 2 notes short of completing that. But yeah, so the useful thing that the Ghost Viper does for the nest, on top of turning non-Hydra heads into Hydra heads, and kind of rewriting the whole person. They're scary. But apparently, I forgot about this part, they're essentially constantly burning and they're very, very hot. But they eat the parasites off of living Hydra heads. So basically, say a Hydra head, we'll go with a Hydra head brooder. Say his brooder has a tick on it somewhere. Okay, fine. What do you mean? The spirit hasn't shown up yet. We've done 2 sprints. It's been nearly an hour at least. Huh. These spirits are gonna take a long time to get, apparently. But, so basically it comes in, the Ghost Viper will come in, and keeping in mind, brooders are very sensitive. Their skin is very sensitive, to heat. Especially solar radiation. If they get burnt, if they get a sunburn, it's a little bit of game over. Basically, they lose their natural armor because the skin thins and kind of sloshes off a little bit. If I remember my reference page correctly. It makes them easier to kill. But anywho, say a brooder's got a tick that it can't quite reach and it can't get off. A Ghost Viper will come by and eat the tick. Kind of like possums. Possums eat ticks. For anyone that didn't know that. Alright, I'm actually gonna go ahead and type these last 2 notes. is in its eyes. Okay. I can immediately go ahead and get on to the Centaurian. So the Centaurian are the honor guards. So if anyone's curious why the my mods have the title of honor guard, they are based off the Centaurian. Like I said, who are the honor guards of the Hydra heads. Basically, a good way to describe the Centaurians. Yeah, Centaurian. The way to describe them is think of a Sangheili, an elite from Halo. They're kind of honor-bound shenanigans, and take the ruthless fighting style of a jackal with shield. That kind of a Centaurian, at least like the whoa, hi there, lag. At least the kind of like dirty version.
Meh.
I'm tempted to pause this because I need to take. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna pause this. Gonna gently lay my sketchbook on my laptop. I need to take care of something. I can't push ads yet because we still have 10 minutes and that will kind of screw things up. Actually, you know what? Fluff it. We're close enough. I'm gonna go ahead and push ads and I gotta take care of something, so I'll be right back. Well, that was awful quiet. Jeez. There we go. Alright, how are you beautiful peeps doing? I'm gonna go ahead and resume. And we got the spirit! Oh my gosh, those are adorable. Taco Trio. Be careful while snacking, don't accidentally pop one of these spirits into your mouth. Unlike their amphibious cousins, Boba Pole, Taco Trios hate getting wet, preferring to stay in a dry, safe corner of the kitchen. It doesn't mean they can't help you out with the cooking, though. Their magic might be a little weak on their own, but as a trio, they can heat oil to frying temperatures in an instant, if all three concentrate hard. This tuckers them out afterwards, so it's best to only ask them if you're running behind. Taco trios are always found in threes and seem to always form trios where each of the squiggle patterns on their head is distinct from each other. It is helpful to tell them apart from each other more easily, both amongst themselves and for us researchers. When startled or spooked, these spirits defensively release an inky sauce that's thick, sweet, and salty. Perfect topping for deep-fried seafood. Don't worry, they also produce them voluntarily if you just ask nicely. Oh! Comforting crackle of fire. Alright, we're gonna drop this. Cozy fire. So, boil ingredients until rich and sweet. Okay, got fire. Need to boil. We got simmering. And then need to change the companion to this one. Yep. Got it. Oh my gosh, it's reading the cookbook too! That is freaking adorable. I love it. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Pardon me, I'm starting to get tired despite the fact that I drink caffeine. Okay. Well, I have figured out how to kind of prop up my my sketchbook so I can transcribe easier. But there's one tiny problem. I now can't see my keyboard. Ah, goodness. Alright, let me get... While I'm still on break, let me get the Hydra Tri picture in here. Next one is the Rydrone. Yeah, I didn't do these in alphabetical order. I did them in order of carnivore, omnivore, and then herbivore? No, herbivore, then omnivore? Yep. Carnivore, herbivore, and omnivore. Well then. Alright, then Ghost Viper. And I can feel my head on the edge of another migraine. I very much do hate this. I got a minute left. I can find Centaurian. Go ahead and get that in there. Alright, we've got about a minute. Yeah. Yeah, the headache is at my temples, which means, Grievous. Apparently, if I scritch my head, my camera doesn't like that. But I've eaten food, I have drank water, I've drank tea, I even drank caffeine. Why am I tired? I actually got sleep. Fine, I'll drink the rest of my soda. And then drink more water. Excuse me. Those are weak. My soda's going stale. It's going flat. Oh no. But anywho. Trying to think if my brain doesn't want me to. Alright, adjusted that. There we go. So, anyway. How did I not hear that? Hold up. How did I not hear that go click? Is my perception getting screwed up again? Because, yeah, I didn't hear that go like it normally does. Did it do that for y'all? Grievous. Here, Grievous and his droids. Alright, well, let me get back into position then. So I can start typing. Yeah, basically what I'm doing is, since I can't prop up my sketchbook like I do normally, I'm just laying it on my hands, and since I can type without looking at the keyboard, it's like, okay, not too bad. At least for the most part, I can type without looking at the keyboard. But I gotta make sure it doesn't fall off of my, my arms while I'm typing, or this is gonna be a mess. Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Prominent is okay, I already got that. The only thing I can't do while not looking at my keyboard is numbers. Like the actual number, like digit, not the word. Because I never really learned that in typing class. I actually had a typing class in high school. I took it so I could write my book faster. Okay, that's sugar. Uh-oh. Oh, that's right. I turned that OC into a hybrid. Alright, the next thing is the Nogite. This is a hybrid between a Hydra head and a human. I have to redesign the male Nogite. I can't do this to them. I also can't believe I did this much detail! Jeez! Raising ducks really screwed me up. I made them long motherfuckers, though. Holy cow. 16 feet from nose to tail. These poor darlings. I have no idea what their young are. Unlike a mule, I made them fertile. Oh no. Not gonna lie, I genuinely forgot about Keen, who is a Nogite. I think that's all of the... Yep. Alright, on to the High Dragons. Known as the Lions of the Hydra Heads. They have the same blood as a predator. Youcha. For anyone wondering what I mean by that. Oh, these fuckers are tall, too. What the hell? I thought that was 11 feet when I first wrote it. It's actually 17! Holy crap! Oh yeah, these guys can be different colors. That's why the hug emote that I have has is the High Dragon. That's the reason they're two different colors. That's a blue male I believe it was blue male High Dragon and a purple female. Why do I have them in groups of 20 or more? They're huge. Oh yeah, that's right. The females don't have wings. It's only the males. Not deteriorate, decorate. Okay, I'm gonna take that one away. Did you see? No. I generally don't go on social media, just in general. The most social media I get is probably YouTube and Twitch. But no, I did not see that. That's terrible that it was hacked. Or Elmo. And again, there's also that video of Elmo doing coke. And that is everything on the High Dragon page. On to Jowl Pisces. I got 4 minutes. Simply known as the Gator. Well, it is a gator. But it's an omnivore. I gotta look up gators again. Again, I wonder why I gave just about every single one of these guys a different color blood. Time for him. Too easy. She teed up the ball. Ah, jeez. See. So, the critter I'm actually working on, if you use the lurk emote, that is a Jowl Pisces. And so, next thing is, Jowl Pisces are covered in these weird creases. Each of these strange creases is a mouth. Hence why they are jowl. Pisces. Well. Darn, so close. I was able to finish up that last thought in a couple of words. Oh god, I forgot about this thing. What is it? Phasar. Another one of the fantasy aspects of the universe. A phasar. Ghostly, spacefaring, and sentient. It greets ships and it's a good omen. Okay, one of my temples is swelling up again. Fabulous. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I really should go over like the various Hydra heads that I have as emotes. Might go through like one at a time. So like the high emote, that one, well there we go, there's a good example. This emote is actually a Hydra head egg. It's kind of the generic one. The crying one, this one, is a paleoturl. Basically, it's a think of a plesiosaur mixed with a swan and give it a crest. That is a paleoturl. It also has a turtle shell. I guess I probably should describe it that way. Has the body of a turtle, the limbs and neck of a plesiosaur, and the attitude of a swan. And then give it a crest to make it prettier. Okay, I got three pages done, not bad. Let's see. What's our next one? This one is the one I just finished. The lurk emote, like I said, is a jowl Pisces. And that is actually from the current design for said jowl Pisces. Let's see. The raid emote, which is also this one. This one is there we go. That's a brooder, or at least the face of one. I have to redo the design for the emote. Because I believe I may have given Grunta another set of eyes that she wasn't supposed to have. So now it's canon that she has them. I might make that the difference between female brooders and male brooders. Since female brooders can't reproduce, they get an extra set of eyes. So if one gets shot out, she should have at least 3 more. Unless 2 get shot out, in which case she'll have 2. Grief. I am not gonna lie, I'm kind of upset I didn't catch that. Let's see, next Hydra head. Next one, this one, is a death lily. They're parasitic. Well, they start their lives out parasitic. Also, none of the mods are running stream bingo, so haha! But death lilies, they start their lives out as seeds. A seed is fed to someone, and it gets digested. And from there, the thing inside the seed squiggles through the intestines and searches the body for a wound or an open hole. I think you might know where I'm going with this one. It will sprout from said hole and slowly over time blossom into a little flower. Over time, that flower drains the body of blood. And once the flower gets big enough, the person, well, once enough blood is drawn, the person will faint. And then the rest of the blood is consumed. And the death lily shall pull itself free. Not quite like a chest burster. It's a lot more gooey than a chest burster and a lot less violent. But it shall pull itself free and leave. And leaving behind the mummified remains of whatever was its host. It then will return to the nest, whichever one's closest, and become a vegetarian. For the most part. It will still drink blood from time to time, but it prefers berries. It prefers to eat berries. It doesn't much care for drinking blood anymore. And they reproduce kind of like flowers, but it's like I said, it's kind of like flowers, that the flowers could smush their stigmas against one another directly. And then they grow more seeds. I've been trying to get job stuff set up, like getting the app up and running so I can see my schedule and stuff. Login information they gave me doesn't work, so that's fun. Oh shit. That sucks. My first, if you're doing it through the app, that's one thing. Are you using a browser or an app? I know you said you have an app up and running. So like combination of that plant tree that sprouts in the crook of a tree branch only to grow over and envelop said tree over time. Kudzu? Admittedly, the first thing that came to mind is kudzu. Tried browser first, then went and got the app. Neither worked. That's odd. I'd probably give it a few minutes and then try again. Make sure you have a good connection. And if it's still a problem, contact them and be like, yo, here's what's up. So you tried to information they gave me to type in, didn't work. Tried my login stuff for the other thing, didn't work. That's odd. That is very odd. But give it a little time and then try again. If it still doesn't work, I probably said like 5 minutes minimum. Try again. See, in that parasite that needed to go through the digestive tract of birds twice to mature. Remember those mutated frogs from the Mutated frogs from... Wager it's gonna be a show. Okay, where is the leader page? Do I not have it? Okay, there's that page. Alright, so that's the next one I gotta work on. 20 seconds and then we get to it. Yeah, I wonder why it's doing that. Only thing else I can think of is just check your internet connection. And remember to breathe. In the 90s, parasite caused the birth defect, so the frogs would be eaten and the mature parasite would come out in the bird's poop. Yeah, I remember something along those lines. Alright, so now on to the next round. Oh. Does it really? Well, I guess technically it does. It's red isle. Let's see. They're omnivores. And by the stuff I don't really see anything about setting up direct deposit. Why does everything have to be so fragging complicated? I couldn't tell you. That cannot be everything I have written on this. Oh, cracks, that is everything I have written on this. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh, no, bro. We gotta pause. Oh, dear. Oh, crap, a good chunk has changed. This is not good. Okay, let me find the next Hydra Head reference page in here. You know what? I may very well make the Barra Lizard the main beast of burden for the Farmers District, 'cause that'd just be the easier choice right now. The legendary Gawa Gawa. Okay, there's the crops. Oh, there's the Imitude. Ah, I forgot about that. Alright. It's here. Okay. I'm gonna have to set that one aside. And curl this again. This is gonna start getting harder though, because I'm at the end of the sketchbook. Alright, so the next one is the Hydra 9. Alright, so how am I gonna set my sketchbook this time? Oof. Come on. Alright, where's the cover? There's the cover. I don't want to spend the rest of the writing sprint trying to get my book here to behave. Alright, can I put you under here and you still work? Without dumping all of these loose pages. Okay, for the most part that should work. I'm just gonna be a little awkward with typing now. Fabulous. Fabuloso. Alright, how many sprints do I have left? Really? We only have one left? Dang, today went by fast. I'm gonna try and hold out until 5 since I know Dawn's gonna be streaming today. I need to hydrate. Alright. But yeah, gonna try and hold out until Dawn starts streaming. Which means I can just yammer more about Hydra Heads and about the emotes that I currently have. That are Hydra Heads. Alright, let's get back to typing in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I did remove the egg birth from them. Thought I had kept that. Not those toes. That's where the H came from. Location and weather. Oh, okay. I was wondering what that meant. I was trying to think, transformed dogs keep their original pelts. I'm like, what transformed dogs are we talking about? What do you mean transformed dogs? It's like, oh yeah, that's right. Second series, the main character, when she becomes Hydra Head leader and starts going on her little crusade, she goes to kill shelters and adopts all the dogs and turns them into Hydra Heads. Hydra 9. Needless to say, the dogs speak. Alright, what's the next thing? Battleship. I'm gonna put this under small fry. Let's see. Small fry. Small fry. There. I'm gonna call it a variant. Battleship. This is actually based off of the War Shark Zoid that I have. right? I made this particular thing before I made the mouth brooder and small fry. Holy cracks. I'm gonna have to look at the space shuttle and the space station to see, kinda see where in the world I'm going wrong here. Oh my gosh, there's more. I have another variant. These are stingray shaped. I am going to end up with a rushing nesting doll here. Oh, we're actually getting into Unarachnomon's kids in their human forms. Well, some of them anyway. Kronos, Cosmiso, herself. Ah, the Horskin! Horskin are scary. Basically, it's a horse dragon, with the attitude of an angry goose. Let's see, where is my next Hydra head? Ah, here we go. Wenakawa, so the Grekane. First up is Wenakawa. He has a long... Okay, this is where the eyes came from. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So, the Hydra head I'm currently working on is the hype emote. Rekene Wen Nikawa. Let me grab that. This guy. That as the emote does not last long. But yeah, that guy. That's the one I'm currently working on. Oh, he is a long bugger. I do need to redraw him sometime. The suns are... Oh, I wanted to create this with Spore! I never got the chance. I'll put it this way, I wanted to get into the game called Spore. But... nope. Parents wouldn't go for it. Oh, that's Vidado-un. That's Yuno's first husband. Ah, then there's Threr and Rex. Oh, bitch. Then there's Sprite. Oh, that's when I had a cast. I have no idea what that is. Okay, where's the next Hydra head? Gnarl Chimera. I find the Brooder. Right as the session comes to an end, I find the next page, which is the Brooder. Oh, that's funny. Good grief. Oh. Oh! Alright, we're actually going to pause the music. Actually, no. No. Now we're going to pause the music. Okay, where's my bookmark? I may very well just continue after stream writing on this. Just to get them done. Especially now that I've kind of figured out who the Beast of Burden or what the Beast of Burden is going to be for the Farmers District. Anyway, how are you guys doing? What's y'all's projects you're working on? While we do that, oh my gosh. I think I'm more concerned. Jamama. Pancakes? Is she an ant? Is it Aunt Jamama? See, a friendly inkster that has penned many recipes can sometimes mysteriously evolve into a Jamama. It's a Pokemon! Uh-oh, better be careful, Spirit City. Nintendo might come after you. Ah, goodness. Goodness gracious. I got an hour. Let's see. A lovely aroma of sweet, ripe fruits always follows them. It is said that this smell can inspire cooks with new oh god, why can't I read? Innovative recipe ideas. A jar-like body isn't just for show. It can also be used to preserve fruits and veggies, subtly changing their color and scent over time. Some say that the longer an ingredient rests inside Jamama, the richer its flavor becomes. Like kimchi? Though they appear quite delicate, Jamamas are surprisingly hardy with a motherly instinct to care for and protect their friends. If treated with patience and kindness, a Jamama can be an invaluable kitchen helper, organizing pantries or ferrying ingredients to their chef partner. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and hit ads, or push ads. So, we got 3 more to go. Oh. This spirit gets it. Okay, if you're... Yes! Hey, how you doing? What's up, my friend? Working late, why not get takeout? Okay, so we got it at nighttime. Conveniently order from your computer. Okay, so activity... Typing. Pretty good, how are you today? Fighting off a migraine. It's been slowly forming over the stream. Other than that, I'm pretty good. Do spirit decks. Alright. Sometimes it's okay to procrastinate. The spirit gets it. Okay, it's gotta be... I bet you it's the ghost. Yeah, I bet you it's this one. Also, for those that don't know, Spirit City has a crossover with Among Us. Among Us. Actually, you know, while I'm here, I'm curious. Ooh, blueberry jam. Yes. And orange marmalade. I'm gonna grab both. Let's see, what about these guys? What are their skins? Eh. Hey! I hear about the migraine, good vibes, hope it doesn't last long. I hope so too, because it feels like it's carrying over from yesterday. But yesterday I had a monster of a migraine. I spent about 90% of my time sleeping, and the time that I was awake was either eating, drinking water, or taking medicine. I was not awake much yesterday. The pain was bad. But let's see. I think it was... This one is the one I need this time? Ooh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go with the one that looks like Pumpkin Guy. Okay, looks like, poor ghost. But it looks like this one, this is the correct one. One moment. Good golly, Miss Molly. Yeah, there we go. Stretching my neck. Anywho. Yeah, yesterday was rough. To say the least. Let's see. Dawn's not on yet, is she? Kinda hoping she gets on early, not gonna lie. Oh, really? This has been 3 hours? It feels like 4. Oh dear. Let's see. Mikey Mega is playing Dune. I haven't rated him for frickin' ever. Oh no! Lo-Fi Cardboard is down. Oh, there's King Talamar. Tearing myself apart, the horror of Split? Dawn posted Discord that her hands are too bad. She won't be streaming today. Oh! Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope she gets to feeling better. Who am I gonna raid? I may very well do King Talamar. May also need to eat more food. I can't tell. Because this thing, it's forming a band on my head. It's starting at my right temple, which is swollen right now. Both my temples are swollen. Right one feels a little worse, but the pain's going from the right temple over the top of my head like a set of headphones, and it's heading toward my left temple. The moment the pain hits my ears, I'm down. Sorrow. And right now it's just trying to stop it from doing that. Splitting image. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go raid King Talamar. I'm gonna talk for a little bit longer. Just a smidge. Just a smidge longer. And then I'm gonna stuff that particular window down real quick.
Euterapteron!
What is it, Grekene?
Someone wants you to compliment them.
Let me guess, I gotta compliment myself. What?
Euterapteron! What's a posture?
It's how you sit.
Remember to eat today.
Yes, I did eat.
Euterapteron?
Bloody hell!
Go get food. Did you remember to take your medicine? Go take it if you haven't. I'm awake. Ah! I promise.
Hi, Thanos. How are you? Good grief. But to answer all of those... Crackers. Oh no, I gotta compliment myself. Of course I gotta compliment myself. I am not shrimping, thank you very much. I have eaten today, but I've got a sinking suspicion I need to eat more to try and get this migraine to go away. Which sucks. Because I'm trying to... For anyone that missed the beginning of stream, I'm having some medical issues. For some reason, my stomach is not digesting my metformin. Which my metformin is needed to control my blood sugar. My blood sugar for both this morning and yesterday morning have been way too high. Silence phone. So, have I been taking my medicine? Yes, I have been taking my medicine. You're in Austin? Cool. I am not shrimp-sized. But yeah, I'm having issues there. What sucks, you know what sucks even more? I have no doctor. I said I've been having some medical issues since the 3rd. So about 11 days now. But yes, I've been having to kind of I've been having to solve my problem on my own, or trying to. Basically, I'm now eating foods that originally would cause acid reflux, which generally, from what I understand, mind you, acid reflux generally comes from having a stomach that is too acidic, and the acid just leaps up your throat, up your esophagus. Well, I'm not digesting my metformin. And I've also noticed some other pills are not digesting. And coming out whole. So that means other things are not getting digested. Which, from what I have looked up, means my stomach acidity is low. So, yeah. Tell me about it. So, I'm eating food that I know usually causes acid reflux, so that it will increase the acidity of my stomach. So hopefully, my body will go back to digesting my pills so that I can absorb them. Because not only has this happened, it coincided with sudden weight gain. Like, I have not changed my eating habits. I haven't. Outside of eating a couple, like, healthier options, like, instead of, like, grabbing sweets, I was grabbing, like, fresh mozzarella, tomato, and basil, and eating that. Like, I've been making healthier choices, and for some reason my weight has gone up. But again, like I said, that coincided with my metformin suddenly showing up whole. So, yeah. And I don't have a doctor to go to be like, yo, what do I do? So, but in terms of medicine, yes, I have consumed all of my medicine for this morning. My next set is at 7, which is my metformin. Oh yeah, I also mentioned my blood sugar. My blood sugar yesterday after fasting was 126. The safe, I appreciate it. For a diabetic, when you're fasting, so when you take your blood sugar in the morning, the range is 80 to 130. That's your safe range. I'm 126. My blood sugar was like 100, 108. Sometimes like in the teens, like 115. Now it's nearly at the high end of the range. I took it this morning, 125, and it's like, okay, I did not have a sweet treat last night. Something's wrong. But then again, this also kind of also coincided with me being like, I feel terrible. So, pretty sure they're going hand in hand at this point. But yeah. But yes, I've taken my medicine. I have eaten today. I probably need to eat more. I had a bowl of cereal, and I had 2 bowls of my new pasta salad. Yes, Krekene is awake. I still have to compliment myself. Oh, God, I gotta compliment myself. I don't feel like I deserve a compliment right now. I feel terrible. I'm feeling more and more terrible, I should say.
You don't have to run.
What is it, Krekene?
You need to drink some water.
You are not wrong. I do need to hydrate more. Which, well, one of these days this past week, I got severely dehydrated. Enough that something that's not supposed to happen happened, and it was scary. And I'm like, oh, good Lord, my kidneys are already going. I don't even drink alcohol. My kidneys are failing. It's one of those symptoms. That just, it scares the bejesus out of you when it happens.
Probably alcohol is liver.
Fair enough, but I know it affects the kidneys sometimes too. But yes, it's primarily liver. But I usually don't, you know, eat stuff or drink stuff that hurts the kidneys that much. It's just medication at this point. And I realize what I have said. I'm sorry, Icarus. I'm sorry. But no, I got severely dehydrated in, I think was it the last 3 days? I think it was Saturday and Friday I got bad dehydrated. And I had one hell of a scare. But I do need to drink more water. I do need to drink more water. Speaking of, I'm going to take another glug. Funny, camera, you can catch that, but you can't catch me looking down. Thanks. But anywho, so hopefully we'll be able to get a doctor soon so I can be like, hey, doc, can you run some tests? It doesn't help that during the last time I had labs, no, leave the bad liver to me. Good vibes and prayers heading your way. Say, I'm trying. You sound like me when I say, no, you're not allowed to get hurt. I get hurt enough for all of us. I'm trying. I'm drinking more water for certain. I'm gonna try from here on. I'm gonna try and drink an entire, I think it's 20, is it 20 ounces? Does it say? Hand wash only. I have one of these big Burmate cups. I think it's 20 ounces? If I remember correctly. This thing is banged up to hell and back. But I think it's like 20 ounces. I'm gonna try and drink a minimum of one of those today because I have been bad about that. I will admit. I have been bad. Let's see. Think. Cracks, I have to compliment myself. What to compliment? Oh, I got one. And I get to compliment all of you guys as well, in the same breath. The compliment, since I have to compliment myself, is I have grown a good community. And a good fan base. Even when you guys drive me up a wall, you don't do it out of malice. You do it because of teasing. Oh yeah, that's the compliment. I have a good community. Thank you guys. Pretty sure I'm only awake so I could be... What? 1, hi Zombie Snow White, how are you? 2, Nani the fuck? What? What do you mean so you can be drugged and stuff? You're... I'm now very worried, woman. Think. Bad pain day, been mostly asleep all day, needed food and more pain meds. Felt that. Oh yeah, I actually took a painkiller yesterday. For those that don't know, I do my best to avoid taking pain medication. Or any medication associated with being, like, you know, with it being a painkiller. I wanted them yesterday. They did help. They did help. But, bye. But believe me, I felt that. I've got a building migraine right now. If the pain hits my ears, it's game over. At least for today. Bye. So, yeah, well, like I said, that's my compliment. I have a good community. And I get to compliment all of you at the exact same time. So, take that. So, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of stalling, aren't I? I'm trying to wait for the next spirit to show up. I'm not gonna lie, the little dude there, I don't remember the name of him. But he kind of looks a little bit like Pumpkin Guy. It's Pumpkin Guy if he were a ghost instead of a pumpkin. Or I guess a voodoo doll instead of a pumpkin. Poor little dude. Poor dude. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Hopefully, I will be better by the time. Hmm? What is it, Grekene?
You need to drink some water.
Yes, I do. Autumn. Hi, Autumn. How you doing? Yes, I've been very bad about being hydrated. What was I saying? How's writing? I'm doing World Anvil. Gonna pick what prompt to do. I looked at the prompts this year and I'm just like, nah, not this year. Plus, I'm launching my book my book will be available for public purchase at the end of the month. So, officially publishing on the 31st. I'm excited. And actually, speaking of World Anvil, I got an email from them recently. I guess be on the lookout for a blog post with Uniraptormon on it. Let's see, weather here's 87. You've done 11 out of the 16, nice! Weather here is 87, feels like 97, 70% humidity, 8 mile, well, at least there's some wind. And it's storming at random, which doesn't help at all. Whole body is tight and I'm already looking at another chunk of gummy. Ooh. Oof. Yeah, I will say when it thunderstormed yesterday, that also helped my headache, or my migraine. If only a little. So. Maybe it's another pressure system coming through here as well. But yeah, that's pretty cool there, Autumn. I think I did the summer camp last year. I don't know if I got through all of it, though. I don't remember. But yeah, the prompts this year were just too much. Not too much, not too much. What's the word? Not conducive to building the lore of the universe. Today I've been so it's back on the how's the writing. I've been transcribing my reference pages that I have for my Hydra heads, which is one of the species slash, I guess, people. It's a weird thing. The species is the name of the like the nation, so the Hydra heads. And I say Hydra, it is technically Hydro, but I'm a southerner. We muck up our speech all the time. But yeah, basically just transcribing the reference pages so that I can have a more complete lore book. And I'm using Scrivener, by the way. I'm using Scrivener to essentially make these, or to make it easier to make these, I should say. Using Scrivener also, nice, very nice. Yeah, it is wicked helpful. I'm not gonna lie, I was really surprised at how helpful it was, or helpful it is, I should say. Come on, Spirit City. Spirit City is an amazing productivity game. Like, I have gotten all the DLCs up to this point because I want them to continue being around. It's glorious. Absolutely glorious. I kind of just bleh on the task, but the Pomodoro timer alone is worth productivity. What? This is new? Huh? This must have been introduced today, then. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I'll find out tomorrow if it's just for today or if it's carries over. Yeah, no, that's a new little thingy. Must have come with the beach update and I just not notice. That's cool. I like that. Are you using Spirit City right now as well? Yes, I know. They've made quite a few updates. I'm quite pleased with the devs for this game. You should know it. Out of curiosity, do you know what Spirit photographer, I think? Hold on, let me look. As you can see, I've been playing this game a lot. How many hours do I actually have in this game? I mean, having it level 61 about to hit level 62 probably says a lot, but I'm more curious, how much have I actually spent in this? Oh. Huh. $306 hours. Level 31? Okay, cool. As you can see, I am just about twice that. I may have been using this game for a while and for a lot. I think I also use this one working on art sometimes. Speaking of, I'm going to take another swig of water. Apparently the camera didn't like that. I gotta love when the model spazzes. Oh! That actually reminds me. I got some new items. I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. I got some new items. Not very good at it yet, but... What the... Come... No! Not on the tail! Jeez. Yeah. How do I get that to turn? How do I get that to rotate? Dang it. I gotta move that. Hold on. Hold on. Come back here. Try that again. But, yeah. Have a bagel. You can feed the chillet. You can feed the chillet. Oh yeah, the bagels also come with toppings. Hold on, let me get a topping. Ooh, let's do Nutella. There we go. I got a bagel with Nutella. Oops. As long as I don't move my... Oh, I gotta be at the right angle for it to work. Maybe I need to attach the topping to the bagel when it's not, Oh, let's try that. Let me try that. I need to put the Nutella on the bagel. Oh no, it doesn't work. Oh no. Aw. But yeah, I got some bagels. Did it lock all of them? Oh yeah, it locked all of them. Okay. I got some bagels. And I think I got some toast. Hold on. Can I move this off? No, I can't. Baseball cap. Oh yeah, we got a baseball cap now. Pardon me as I scroll. Oh, we got bunny ears. Bread! Oh yeah, I can now have a mini chillet. If I so choose. I have a halo? Oh, goodness. I can... They're a hotkey. No. I don't like that. Make it go away. What have I done? Shoo. Okay, I know I have more food. I already have a pudding. There's boba. Sunglasses. Oh, I got the taiyaki. Am I gonna get a matcha? I have matcha taiyaki. Okay. There we go. I do not understand why it's doing that, but there we go. I have matcha taiyaki. Nom nom nom. If I can figure out how to make it properly, you know, stick on my mouth here, I may. Let's see, can I get it to properly stick? Nope. Nope, nope, not quite. Not quite. Nom nom nom. Human hand. Let's see. Oh well. Oh, wait, I locked it. But yeah, I've got that, and I've also got toast. I got those recently. Kind of sad, not gonna lie, that didn't work as well as I'd hoped. Ah well, ah well. It is what it is. I'll figure out one day. I'll figure it out. But anywho, what time? 3.5 hours. That's not bad. All right. So here's my plan now. Here's the plan. I was hoping I'd be able to get that spirit before the end of stream, but here we are. So here's what I'm gonna do. After I locate my Twitch again. Alright, gonna... Oh, he's playing a dark game. Okay. So we're gonna raid King Talamar. Just be warned, he's playing a very dark game, apparently. My splitting image. So, uh-oh. I know said about to raid, but I can't. I'll be right back.
Stickers! You know got stickers. You know who's got stickers? You know. Ha! That's great. Awesome. Dude, put your link in chat. So this way I can click you later. You know, wrap the ball, got stickers. Stickers! I love stickers.
Sorry, I thought I could last longer. So, I can say this much, the migraine is not related to liquid intake. Anywho. So. The plan... Sorry, I had to do the BRB. But the plan... We're gonna raid... King Talamar. Gonna... There we go, now I can see all you guys talking. Why is shield mode on? You'll enjoy. Yeah. I will attempt. Thank you for the merch plug, by the way. I keep forgetting.
I keep forgetting.
But with all that said, we're gonna go raid King Talamar. Again, just be warned, he's playing a very dark game. Like, he's got a trigger warning pin to the top of his chat. So, what is it, Grekene?
You need to drink some water.
That is fair, but I can definitely say I am hydrated at the very least, so it's either food or sleep. Oh, yay, I'm gonna have to fill up my water. That's good. That's good. Alright, so. And I will probably remove the hydrate spam precaution, at least. I may reduce it to a minute. I gotta double check. But without... I'm hydrated with coffee. Hydrate with water, all of you. Hydrate or nitrate. Don't get a mean surprise like I got. So, with all that said, y'all, please be safe, be careful, make good decisions, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another writing stream. I might work on the book this time. And by that, I mean the sequel. So, good night, everybody. Please stay safe, try and stay cool, and stay hydrated for the love of all that is fluffy. And thank you all for your support. I greatly appreciate it. Now let's go raid King Talamar. The raid message... We'll do... Ripley hype. Oops. Do Ripley Rage. That'll be the raid message.